Okay, hello there and welcome to another After Effects tutorial. And in this one, we're going to be covering expressions. So here I have two layers that I've created. I have a red square with a stroke and I have a green square. And this green square I've given a motion path to. And if I bring this up, you will see that I have a simple motion path that I've created like this. And what we want to do is we want to create an expression for this red square to follow this green square. So how do expressions work? Well, if I open up the scale here and I twirl this down, you will see that I have this expression area. So it says expression scale, and we have four buttons over here. So the first one is to enable your expressions like this. We also have this one here, which will allow us to see our expression on the graph. We'll show you this later. And then we have a pick whip here, which will allow us to connect our property to another property and another layer. And then we have a bunch of expression options over here. And we also have this pick whip here, which can allow us to create expressions as well. But for now, I'm just going to use this one right here. Now, to create an expression, all you have to do is grab your pick whip, and you can tie it to either this position right here, or you can pick an individual property. So I'm going to pick this Y property like this. Notice that an expression has been made in my layer panel, and you press enter on your number pad to click out of it. And notice that my layer has now changed. So if I drag this over, and if I play this back now, notice that my scale is going to follow the Y position in my green square layer. So as the green square goes up, the square expands in the scale. As the green square goes down, the scale of the red layer goes down. So this is following this coordinate right here. And there is also another way to add an expression too. You could also simply just press Alt and click on this stopwatch right here. And the expression panel will open also. And you can write out your expression if you want to do it by hand. But I'm just going to actually just pick whip this here, and we have this. So that's a really basic overview of expressions. Now we can make this a little nicer. We could say easy ease this, F9. And if we wanted to see our expression in the graph editor, we just turn on this icon, and then we go over here, and we make sure that we have this scale selected. We see our expression, and we see what is actually happening. Awesome. So if I go back here, let's say I wanted to spice this up. How could I do this? Well, I could open up my rotation as well. So I'll press Shift and R, and I will actually pick whip the rotation also to this position right here. And an expression will be created. Now look what happens. It's getting smaller and bigger, but it's also rotating, following that Y coordinate. And what is happening over here is that, let me lower this down. And what is happening over here with this rotation is that it is going by 360 degrees. So we have 801. So what that is basically is two 360 rotations plus 81 degrees as well. If I play it back one more time, we have this. So that's a little bit about how expressions work and how you can work with them in After Effects. And we will see you in the next one. Until next time.